welcome back to the channel and to a sit down vlog. It's been, I think April was the last time I did one of these. If you're new here, my name is Siân and we are a family of 5 who vlog all of our travels and Disney trips, but in between you will mostly see me. I keep saying this every time, I'm determined to fill in the gaps between our trips and then I just don't have time to sit down and do vlogs, but I'm here. I didn't actually look in the mirror before I sat down here. I'm in my comfies, I've got my cup of coffee, and I thought we'd have a little bit of a catch up. A couple of weeks ago, I put a Q&A box on our Instagram asking for some questions, but I also said, ask me questions that we don't always get asked. So we always get asked, where are you going to next? What's your plan? What's your favourite sit down restaurant at Disney World? All things like that. And I was just like, I want different questions. So I thought we'd have a little bit of a live catch up because I let this channel slip in between when we're on trips and the algorithm doesn't like me for it. So I am going to try and keep up videos in between, but just thinking of content that is natural and comes natural is quite difficult because I don't want to force anything for the channel. So yeah, come and just get like cozy with me, grab a cup of tea or coffee and we'll have a little bit of a chat. Now, I must admit, some of the questions I got asked when I said ask me different things were deep, and I haven't thought about the answers. I looked at them at the time, I screenshot them at the time, and I haven't thought about what I'm going to say, so I would try not to waffle, but some of them were really interesting questions. I'm literally just going to go through them in order and answer them. The first one, have your childhood dreams come true? I don't know what I dreamt life would be as a child. I think in terms of my family and being married and having a house and having children and a dog, like everything that I pictured for myself in terms of what my adulthood would look like has absolutely come true. But then I think about things that haven't, but then I'm like, they're not really my childhood dreams. Like they're my dreams that I still have now as an adult, that I still aspire to or that I still think about, and maybe they're my dreams from kind of the last 10, 20 years. So childhood dreams wise, yes, I'm not doing the job I thought I would be doing. I will touch on that because someone did ask that question. But in terms of just where I pictured my life would be, then yeah, I'd say like how lucky am I? Like how lucky are we as a family? Like I feel really settled, and I think that's all I ever would have wanted as a child, was to feel settled. Again, I say that and I think I'm probably going to touch on something in other questions, but yeah, I think the long and short of that answer is yes. My childhood dreams have come true. My adulthood dreams, maybe not. Next one, how do I convince my husband to join DVC? He's reluctant, but I see so much value. I think it's hard because obviously this has got to be a joint decision. If you're doing it together, it's got to be equally both of your decision. I think show him vlogs. There's quite a few podcasts out there. We listen to the DVC fan podcast, which is just so informative. Let him do his research. Maybe you are able to then do kind of like a financial plan for him to see how beneficial it would be. I think the one thing with DVC, if you're trying to get someone else to see your opinion, is just make sure he knows that it's not something you're going to lose money on. So in 5 years time, if you've used it, you think this is not what we want to do anymore, we want to sell, you are not going to lose money on it. You will have probably already got your worth out of it, and then we'll be able to sell it for a decent amount of money. It doesn't depreciate its value, and I think that's definitely the thing to highlight. It's so subjective on you and your circumstances and what you want, how you want to holiday to Disney and things like that, but it's really hard because you don't want to force anyone into that decision. But I think maybe just have the facts set out, let him do his own research, let him find some vlogs to watch. There's a great one on our channel, and kind of just expose him to the content that's out there, to let him see how it is beneficial, I think would be my best tip. This is a deep one next. How do you maintain being your true self alongside the pressure of creating content? So this is like kind of what I was talking about when I first started this vlog, is that I don't ever want to force content. So like I've been meaning to sit down and do this vlog for a couple of weeks, but there's been days where I'm like, oh, I don't really feel like it. So I just don't do it. And I think I don't put that pressure on myself. I would love to be able to say every Sunday there's going to be a vlog on this channel. But right now, as we're kind of like finding a new balance in life, that might not be the case. And I think by not putting that pressure on myself, that's how I stay true to myself and stay real. I think like if we're traveling and creating content, then again, we just film as and when. Like we don't film anything for the vlogs, we just film our experiences. If there's things that we don't feel like filming, then we don't do it. And I think just being aware of what we want, still maintaining our time as a family, and I'm just me. It's taken a long time to get to this point where I put out the content that I want to, and I don't worry too much about what other people think. And it has taken time, and I'm not 100% there yet. My self-confidence is like down there, way down there, but I enjoy it, and I will only film, and I will only do and share the things that I enjoy. And I think that's how I just stay true to myself. I don't know if I've answered that question, but I hope I have. Next one, easy bucket list Disney cruise. I say easy, I don't think it's going to exist anymore. My bucket list Disney cruise is the Trans-Pacific from Hawaii to Australia. However, they are withdrawing the Disney ship. It's currently the Wonder from Australia from next year, I think. So I doubt that cruise is going to exist. If they did kind of like a Hawaii, like Fiji, Samoa, if they did a Pacific Islands cruise, absolutely. The reason we haven't done it so far is just because of the cost of flights, like non-direct flights to Hawaii and back from Australia. And if we're in Australia, we would want to do Australia, and it's just we don't have the time or the budget to do that cruise and Australia, so it's just not happened. And I don't know if it ever will happen. Who knows in the future when they get more ships, whether they send a different ship over there, I'm not sure, but that would be my bucket list. After that, it would be Alaska, which we did last year, and I am absolutely desperate to do again because it was just insane. We have got lots of cruises in the works, which I'm unbelievably excited for, trying to tick off those ships, which in the next 12 to 18 months we're going to tick off a few ships. So I'm not going to go into our plans just yet in terms of what we've got booked, but you arrive in your version of heaven. Who do you see first? Ooh, what a question. I think I'm going to go for my granddad, because I was really close to my granddad. I was with him when he passed, and I'd just like to tell him everything that I achieved between then and now. Yeah, nice and simple answer, that one, I think. You've mentioned that you'd rather spend money on trips than the house. What would you do? Yeah, honestly, to be fair, we have done a lot of cosmetic work inside the house. So we've all got nice bedrooms, nicely decorated bedrooms. We did the living room, but kind of like long term, the garden desperately needs doing, but it's just not something that we can prioritise that money for, because the benefit of it doesn't outweigh the cost. And eventually, because so we bought this house 11 years ago and it was a new build, and at the time the kitchen was like my dream, whereas now I look at it and I'm like, I would not have chosen this kitchen. So we'd like to do a bit of a rejig in there, just changing the layout, changing like the cabinets and things like that, but it's probably a much bigger job than we would initially think it would be. Like, oh yeah, we'll just move the sink there and put a breakfast bar there and do this and change the cupboards, but it's still a big outlay. And at the moment it works. It functions as a kitchen, it's clean, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, it's hard. Hopefully in the future we're in a position where we could do both. We could travel and do things to the house, but right now the travel is absolutely the priority. Obviously if something desperately needed doing to the house that was going to cost thousands of pounds, then, and it was a non-negotiable, then we do it. We maintain the house to a high standard, but anything we want to do would just be, is for personal preference, and yeah, that's just not our priority right now. How did you get on with solid food in Florida for Jasper, going with a 9-month-old soon? We did baby-led weaning with Jasper, so he just ate off our plates. He just ate whatever we ate. It was absolutely fine. We took loads of our kind of snacks with us. All of that, the organics, Kiddylicious, all of those kind of snacks. We had so much of that. And we did get some more snacks from Target. They've got a really good range of kind of like healthy multi-fiber snacks and things in there, so we got some more of those. But otherwise, eating at restaurants and stuff, we did take loads of pouches actually, but we didn't use them as much as we thought we did, and so like just smoothie pouches, fruit pouches and things, because we were worried, or we thought that it'd be good for kind of extra hydration, or just if we needed to fill him up with some vitamins. But actually, yeah, no, he was fine. He just ate whatever we ate off our plates. They can eat off your plates in Disney for free. Yeah, it was not as scary as you think it's going to be. I'd say just take plenty of snacks, and so what we do is, if we were ordering in a restaurant, one of us would, or we'd just decide between Callum and I what we were ordering to make sure that we had things on our plates that were suitable for Jasper to share, and the kids would just share with him as well. What do you both do for work? So I'm not going to go into this in too much detail, but I am a nurse and Callum works in retail. He's recently just slightly changed his role, which has been amazing for work-life, family balance. Yeah, it's been wonderful, but that's what we do. What's the future look like for the Knapps? Socials, work, life, goals. This is a huge question. Socials wise, again, I'd love to grow my YouTube and my Instagram, but it's just the time. Because I also run a business, that takes up any kind of like free time I have set aside for kind of like the side hustle, even though this is also a side hustle. But I think as we get into kind of like a new balance now, I've gone back to work, I'm going to set aside a day like today to kind of like film bits for YouTube, film bits for socials, and kind of maybe do a bit of a batch film so that I have some things stacked up that I can share and stuff, because I do absolutely love sharing. I've got a very love-hate relationship with social media, but definitely as my outlook to life changes, I'm a lot more chilled with it, and yeah, I would love to grow, but it's very hard at the moment to grow. So not putting any pressure on myself. It's just, yeah, I've got a lovely little community on my socials, and hopefully on the trips that we've got coming up, we can create some really nice content and show more people what we do. Future in terms of work, I think we are both just, whenever I have my kind of like appraisal at work and they're like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, just here. I don't have any aspirations to go any further than I am in work, because I have a really nice balance with the shifts that I work and being at home, being a mum and a wife, and that's what I want really. I would love to not work. That's my future aspiration. I would love to earn enough money from socials and my shop that I didn't need to do that, but right now that's not the case. But yeah, I don't have any kind of goals work-wise. Again, I'd love to grow my business more. Sometimes I forget that that's also my work, that I work that job too. So I'd love to grow that and kind of be able to put more time and energy into that, which hopefully again as life moves on, I will be able to. Callum, I think he will just keep chipping away at his ladder that he's going up. He really enjoys what he's doing at the moment. So yeah, I think he's quite happy just getting experience and maybe moving forward within his company. Life, oh, I don't even know where to start with what the future looks like for life. We go back and forth on this all the time. I would love to live overseas, basically. Not necessarily Florida. I would just love to live somewhere else. We talk about it and then it gets put on the back burner, and then we talk about it some more and we're just like, oh, is it too big of a step? And yeah, I don't know. We will probably end up just staying exactly where we are for the rest of our life, but if I could choose one thing to change in our life, it's that we would go and experience another country and a different way of life for our family. Because this is why I said, yes, I feel settled, but also I've always got an itch to go and do something else. So who knows what the future looks like. I would love for that to happen, but yeah, it would be a huge change in all areas of life, and it's just whether we're brave enough to take that step. I think, like, in terms of growing in life, in socials, everything, I saw a quote the other day which really stuck with me, and it was, growth doesn't have to be loud, it's in the consistency, patience and the courage to trust the path even when you don't know where it's going. And I just loved that so much, because I'm a big believer in fate and everything happening for a reason, and kind of just trusting the process and the path, and what will be. And if that path is supposed to lead us where I would like it to lead us, then it will, I think, is my takeaway from everything. If I'm supposed to grow the shop and that be our main income, then that's what will happen. If I'm supposed to grow on socials and make that a bigger part of our life, then that will also happen. But I have got to just trust the process, be patient, and yeah, I loved that growth doesn't have to be loud. You can just, when I think about, I'm going completely off at a tangent here, when I think about the last maybe 2 years of my life, I don't recognise myself from that time. Like, I have grown in multiple ways so much in that time, and it's just happened. Like, I've gone about that quietly, not necessarily even meaning to, but just no, I'm going to give myself some credit. I've worked really hard on some aspects of growth, and yeah, I'm such a positive person. Like, I hate negativity. My outlook is always so positive. No matter what happens, I always try and see the positive in things. Yeah, and I think I've tried to apply that then to other aspects of my life. I've tried to grow my confidence, I've tried to grow my self-esteem. I've worked on being a better parent, a better wife, and I think I'm succeeding. But yeah, it's just, I have so many huge life goals that my brain will go, that's not going to happen, Siân. Like, why are you even aiming for that? But really, who's saying it can't happen? Like, if we just do something about it. So yeah, I've worked really hard, and I will continue, and we'll see where then that hard work takes us. I think I'm completely waffling. Is booking travel as a family of 5 more complicated or expensive than as a 4? Yeah, it's just different. It's different. We've had a lot of occasions coming up where we're having to book 2 rooms, particularly in Asia, because you struggle for rooms for 4 anyway in Asia, let alone 5. I think we just have to look at different styles of rooms basically, and work with, there's a bit more comparing of options that takes place, particularly when it comes to cruises, where the kind of 2 rooms or 1 room is financially better. But yeah, it's, I mean, at the minute, obviously Jasper's in a cot in our room. When he gets to kind of bed age, then again, it might change the dynamics again slightly of what we need when we travel, but it's not, it just is what it is. We just look, and we knew obviously that was going to be something to factor in when we had another baby, and yeah, it's fine. What did you want to be when you grew up? Also, Callum and the girls. I wanted to be a dolphin trainer at SeaWorld. Like when I was younger, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to swim and dive and jump around with the dolphins. Yeah, hilarious now when I think about it. Also, which is, it is still something I think about whenever I have a bad day at work and I'm like, I need a career change. I would have loved and would still love to be an air traffic controller. I think it's just the most fascinating job, and I looked at kind of like the training programs and where to go and stuff. It's one of those things where you have to kind of go away and train kind of for a set amount of time. So right now with 3 young children it probably wouldn't work, but yeah, something definitely to think about when I'm older. But it's just fascinates me. Yeah, absolutely fascinates me. The girls, there's flips between, like Lyla will say teacher probably, I think at the moment. I'm not sure what Daisy would say what she wants to be. She loves kind of like, I think she'd love to be like an actress or something. Like she loves watching film and TV. Yeah, she's a good little actress, so I think that she'd enjoy something like that. I've just texted Callum asking him what his would be, and he was like, very cliche, but a footballer. He played football when he was younger. He wanted to be a footballer when he was older. I think it's cliche, but what most little boys go through that, don't they? Okay, next one. How are you all? Would you recommend Walt Disney World without park tickets for a couple's trip? I am a huge advocate for resort only trips. So yes, absolutely. We went at Christmas, loved it. Absolutely would not do the parks again at Christmas. So if the opportunity came up again for us to go to Walt Disney World at Christmas, then we would absolutely do a park-free trip. But yeah, I just think there's so much to do that people miss because they're always in the parks. And on our last couple of trips, like we did the other stuff way more than we did any of the park stuff. So yes, absolutely. What do the girls think of you doing YouTube videos? They look like they love it. They do really love it. They love it, and sometimes they're just like, Mummy, make sure you vlog this. I'm like, oh yeah. they're like my little helpers. Yeah, they love it. They want their own channels. That's not going to happen. But we always said if a day came about where they didn't want us to vlog, we absolutely would not vlog. That it is completely up to them. So before any trip, we will always ask them. So we said to them before the summer, like, we're not going to vlog Walt Disney World, but we're going to vlog the cruise. And they were like, yep, amazing, like perfect. And then they're just like, we are going to vlog this, aren't we? We are going to vlog this. I'm like, yes, yes. So yeah, we have kind of like, we make a family decision on things about what we're going to film, and yeah, they're great. If ever they didn't want it, then it would be bye-bye YouTube. But I think their generation, this is kind of like their thing, isn't it? So yeah, they love it. It's gone really dark. How did you and Callum meet? We met in school. We met in year, I want to say year 10. Went out for 2 weeks when we were 15, I think. I think we were 15. Our first date was to see Brother Bear at the cinema. And then we didn't go out anymore, but we were still friends. And then we kind of like through Callum's first year and a half of uni, we just became really good friends. Yeah, I just persuaded him to give it another go. He was worried about ruining the friendship, as you would be. And we took the risk, and the rest is history. So we got together when we were 20. I think his mum and dad were really worried that he was not going to finish uni because of me. But he did. We just did long distance for that like last year. But yeah, that's that. We were like 18 years together this year. So yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. Best place you travelled in 2025. We haven't actually done much in 2025. We did, we did 2 lots of Disney. Disney World. We did Disney World at Christmas into New Year, and then we did our kind of like epic trip in the summer. I would love to say that the best place I went to was Lookout Key, but got cancelled, didn't it? So I'm going to say Castaway Key because it's just a favourite of ours. Honestly, we've had 2 of our best days at Castaway Key. But yeah, we haven't gone very much further afield this year. Yeah, we kind of saved everything we had for our big summer Florida trip. And I say Christmas and New Year was incredible. We've done like lots of other things. We did Cornwall, was amazing. Callum did the London marathons. We've done like lots of little things, but yeah, we haven't really stepped out of our comfort zone this year, but that's changing. There are no Walt Disney World plans in the works for years. There's Disney plans, but no Walt Disney World plans. So yeah, but we've had a lovely year of it. But I think having had the trips that we've had this year to Disney World, we're kind of like, we're ready now for some other adventure, which we cannot wait to share. Then I had one other question, which was via DM, which I nearly forgot about, but oh my goodness, Instagram have changed where everything is on the screen and I keep clicking on the wrong buttons. Let me just read it out to you. It was more of a Callum question, so I've asked him what his answer would be. If you could do any runDisney event, which one would you do? What distance, so 10k, half or full marathon, and which Disney resort location? Paris, Florida, California, one of the Asian resorts, etc. Also, bonus points for which character would be there waiting at the end for a picture opportunity. So distance wise, he said the half, that's his favourite distance, because it's just lovely, isn't it? I say that as a non-runner. Which Disney resort location, he was just like Disneyland, California would be incredible to do a runDisney event at. They used to do, are they doing them at the minute? I think they are. They used to do the castle, like coast to coast thing, didn't they? Where you did one in Florida and one in California. But I do think they do some standalone events in California. We have got plans to go there, but I don't think it would be during a runDisney event. So a half in California and bonus points for what character we were waiting at the end. Goofy, of course it would be Goofy. Always Goofy in Callum's eyes, the answer will always be Goofy. So yeah, they were, let me just double check that I've answered all the questions. So yeah, I don't really know how to end this. Thank you so much for watching and for watching my random, oh, so I've got left some random chats. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do on the channel in between. We now don't travel until February. I will not be doing Vlogmas this year, but I think I might do some Christmassy December vlogs, but not Vlogmas. Again, I'm not committing to anything because I am the worst at saying I'm going to do something and then not completing it. I do have a vlog lined up for a big plan that I have for 2026, which I'm still kind of like making notes on and preparing, but that will be coming in a few weeks' time, which I'm really excited, apprehensive about and nervous to share. I think I'm in a really good place. I'm in a good place to try and revamp and reignite the socials. So hopefully you will be seeing a lot more from me. I always used to say sit down videos aren't my favourite because I don't know whether people literally sit and watch them, but if there's anything in particular you want me to do kind of sit down wise like this for a bit of a chat, then let me know. Make sure you go and catch up on our last series, which was our Disney Magic Cruise series, and stay tuned for the next travel series, which will be our Asian adventure, which I can't wait for. But yes, until then, I'm sure I see you. I'm sure we'll fill in the gaps somehow. Everyone always says that they want the home vlogs, but I just need to work out how to find that balance of our like private life and not oversharing, because I don't want to overshare. I want to share, but I don't want to overshare. So I need to just work out that balance, but we will get there, I am sure. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, please do leave them below. It really helps. Please hype this video if you can. Again, it really helps us get seen and shown to more people on YouTube. Like it, comment, subscribe, all of that shebang. I know it probably gets a bit monotonous, people saying that, but honestly, for people who do create on YouTube like me, it makes such a huge difference. So every little helps, as they say, so please do all of the above and help us, and hopefully we can continue to grow and share more content with you. So right, I'm off. Awkward ending because I don't know how to end, but thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.